World Bank has projected that Nigeria's inflation will hit 25% this year after the government abolished fuel subsidies in late May. Now, the Washington-based lender said inflation would be driven by a hike in the prices of commodities in response to the increase in fuel prices. In 2022 alone, Nigeria's government spent about $10 billion on the petrol subsidy, and with its removal, prices of goods have surged as Nigerians are now buying more than 200% more for a liter of petrol. And here's more details of that in this report.
Nigeria's inflation soared to a 19-year high in May as it jumped to 22.41%. Africa's most populous nation has struggled to contain a surge in the cost of living since the outbreak of a COVID-19 pandemic, and which has been exacerbated by the Ukraine conflict. The World Bank expects inflation to jump to 25% this year after President Bola Tinubu removed fuel subsidies during his inauguration on May 29th.
It might get worse than that, because I think what the World Bank is not also taking into account is that more and more Nigerians are being thrown into poverty and despondency. We have not even started feeling the impact, the full impact of removal of fuel subsidy or whatever, undercurrent or whatever it is they call it. Is really going to be bad.
Last year, Nigeria's government spent about $10 billion on petrol subsidy. With its elimination, prices of goods have surged as Nigerians are now paying over 200% more for a liter of petrol. Past attempts by the country's central bank to tame inflation haven't yielded much result.
CBN have been using an orthodox theory to deal with the problem that is unorthodox. In the CBN, there is a lot of malpractices associated with the exchange rate management. You have supply bottlenecks and you want to control inflation. There is no way you succeed raising monetary policy rate consistently. That is the fault of the CBN.
The nation's statistics agency puts the number of Nigerians facing multidimensional poverty at 133 million. Economic watchers say providing palliatives in key areas is crucial to balancing the system.
Creating new opportunities, including administering the land borders. The land borders, the Nigerian borders that are closed, must be revitalized. People have to be allowed, tariffs can be used to checkmate whatever excesses that the government is trying to take control.
Focus on food production. Now that you've removed fuel subsidy, yes, people are going to suffer for some time. Let's make certain that government also provides, some kind of, transportation.
While the Washington-based bank urges the government to launch its palliative plans for Nigerians to cushion the impact of inflation, it believes the country's headline inflation will begin its descent in the first quarter of 2024. Kelechi Amekalam, CGT and Abuja, Nigeria.